So I was just interviewed by a famous business author who's working on his next book. And he asked me, how did I get to where I'm at? How did I achieve this prominence in this market with so much noise and so many people teaching stuff and such a busy market? And that was a big question. I was like, okay, well, how do I summarize a 25-year career in just a little soundbite here? And I got to thinking, and I know one of them was that way back when I stumbled onto this idea of delivering a lot of value before you ask for the sale. And that one idea became the core of my product launch formula that I've been teaching for all these years. So that was a big one. But I think another one, and probably the biggest one, is that I really leaned into my students and the success that they were getting. So right from early on, so in 2005 was when I first brought out Product Launch Formula. And one of the amazing things, so I put out the course. I thought it was good. I didn't know it was good. That's just sort of the way it is when you create something. You think it's good, you hope it's good, you put it out there. And then a few months later, I went to a marketing conference. And at that I was almost afraid to show my face because I'd put this work out into the world. And again, I thought it was good, but I didn't know it was good. And I figured a lot of people at that conference might have bought the product. And so I walked down into the lobby of that conference, like right before it was starting. And I had someone walk up to me and tell me about the launch they did and how they had this amazing result. It's actually a $100,000 launch that they did. First person to ever tell me about their results. And then a little bit later, someone else walked up to me and another person walked up to another. And all of a sudden, I had all these people coming up and telling me the results they had gotten in their launches. And that was a life-changing event for me. And I started doing case studies with them. And I got so excited about the results I was getting for them that I just kept leaning in on that. I kept delivering more and more to the people that had already bought from me. Extra bonuses, extra content, extra training. And the more I did that, the more the results grew. And I guess I just got addicted to that positive feedback of hearing what my students were doing with my work, with the Product Launch Formula. And that was the start of me really turning this into a brand. And the Product Launch Formula is actually a brand now. Back in 2005, back in those days, people would put out an info product, an information product, some type of a training or something, and then they would move on to the next thing. But I just kept on focusing more and more and more on the results that my clients were getting. And that kept on growing my business because the more they got results and the more I shared the results and I engaged in a conversation with them and learned from them and how they took my work and they tweaked it and then turned around and shared that and built the next version of my product even better based on the results that all my students have gotten. It just created this cycle. And here I am more than 15 years later. And it really has become a brand. In fact, it was the first brand ever that I know of in this online training world. It used to be people would release one product after another. I stuck with the product and stuck with that success. And it came by leaning into my students' success. And I would like to sit here and tell you it was all a grand plan, but it was more just me becoming addicted to the success of my students and getting so excited about sharing it. So as I reflect back on all these years and what has enabled me to get to where I'm at and stay where I'm at, and I've been talking about having $1 million business lately, and I almost hesitate to do that because it sounds so cliche, but the way you build a long-term enduring business in this world is to get those initial clients, get them results, and then lean into those results and keep on getting them better and better results and keep on taking your work out there. And it's just the long game and getting your clients success. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching this, scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get them this week.